you have 4 viewers and a chat room, which you will just continue to make sure is...
Oh, I probably won't do that.
Oh, sure you will. Let's see what they say. What's the last 2?
Oh.
It says, she'll be back. Thank you. Down. Jesse Hayden. Oh, Jesse Hayden, you're up live. Yay! So it says live at Ustream, so I imagine that's ustream.tv/Jesse Hadden, which is JESSEHADDEN. So if you guys want to check out a couple channels at once,
Can we see your sign?
Going to be archived. Yeah, I'll do a chant for you.
Okay.
Want the chant? People die over petty city code while City Hall pretends like they don't know.
People die over petty city code while City Hall pretends like they don't know. People die over petty city code while City Hall pretends like they don't know.
I suppose. Got one more. Out of sight.
Out of mind. Into graves. In the band. Out of sight. Out of mind. Into graves and in the band.
I think we need to take down the fences.
I'm gonna go adjust my car.
I'm going to take down the fence.
What's that?
The parking block off, so we can't use it, right?
It sounds like they're over there. I'd like to go over there, but now I'm doing TV.
That's so we can't use it, right?
No, you can get in there. I don't know. No, like maybe not now. Maybe you might have to go over there and check.
Because they don't want the homeless to use the park. Because they see us all here.
If you have a cell phone, maybe you could call the right.
I'll have to check. Maybe they block it off just for us to use.
No, before they put that green up, you could get through the gates, but...
Okay, well, I'll go ask them what's going on, because those fences...
You got the loo right up the street there.
We do pay to use that parking tax dollars.
Yeah, you got the loo about 4 blocks up the street.
No, that's just obvious discrimination there. Don't use
But they've got an entrance over here. You go through the tent there, under the tent, and up the hill.
To the bathroom. Who's in charge of this? I go talk.
So yeah, that home, what you see is who you know, whatever the words I'm looking for. It kind of happened today. I was admitting to 99 that I went through the time of what? Oh, this is, the truth is good. And this one, I'll think of what the truth is here. This is for pedestrian movement only. See, we have a death. Maybe draw a camel up there. No. City code. Oh, my hand is providing you. Oh, I see it. Yeah, so we came to this in a Monday meetings. I remember something Mary said and Jimmy said and me. But so Monday is a vigil meeting for kind of people who hang around down here, and we're learning together. And so here, so that really pertains to, I believe, we believe, or that's where we are in our thinking right now, it's the 8 feet, you know, from the building. Here it's the here it's the landing, and 8 feet out, and then the rest is sort of like, yeah, to the crack is 9 feet, and we get, I brought up the other day, the newspaper boxes are a nuisance if we're a nuisance. And they took everything from the top of the box, like that was a nuisance. But the boxes aren't a nuisance. But, so, this law, you'd think, would be pointed toward the sidewalk that it's talking about. but instead it's pointing toward the street where there's only 2 more feet to work with. And that's not where we want these people, I don't think. That's where we want the piece of crap out by the curb. And so, yeah, there's nothing to put it on this way, but you'd think, yeah, that they'd put it on the other side of the pole, I guess. I mean, who are they speaking to? People who drive that, of course, don't get me started. There's Carl. See, he's our sergeant at arms. He takes care of, he knows karate and stuff. Just kidding.
I take care of my homeless. I take care of my people on Sunday at O'Brien Park. And I help and volunteer. I take care of my homeless people. I do cannot take care of me too.
And Monday he's getting paid for keeping that park nice over there for the vigil, so that we don't have to look at another skyscraper. Isn't that nice? Like those. Look at that. Look what we get to look at. Wow.
Hey, is that for all the houseless people's property?
Yeah. And there's a dumpster. Man, we can have fun all night there. Even if it's empty.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that people actually sleep in dumpsters and then get...
Yeah.
That's true? That's not just something that houseless people
Right.
tell their children? No? Okay. That's horrific. So, where have you heard about that?
Recently, actually.
Recently? Really?
But the guy, I mean, wasn't hurt.
He wasn't hurt?
No.
Oh, very good. Someone told me that a friend of theirs...
Oh, there are some people that have.
Oh,
Oh, well, gotta
no,
warn you a little bit.
They looked like they were crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Those people are looking at the signs.
Yeah,
I should
so-
have flyed them.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to say what I learned, that the home, what you see is who you know. So I was admitting that in my younger days, what was it? That something about black folk. That, oh yeah,
It's just,
well, I need 99, I can't remember. It's a tough one because it's,
well, why don't
self-criticism
you... Okay. Oh, like,
and going way back to do it.
so recalling prejudice or misconceptions, that kind of thing?
You know,
Yeah, well, I'll have to...
yeah, if you don't know any, then you kind of leave them out of your, what you see as home.
Oh. Yeah, I remember the Christmas cards. Remember when the Christmas cards, every single person in them was white?
And then if you don't
I was so
know,
excited when I saw people of color in advertising or...
it's picking up now.
Strange, yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of ethnicities. to
Yeah, I
represent.
remember when apartheid came up and wondering if we should weigh in on it, and I was saying, hey man, you know, we don't do so well ourselves. Like, how many black people do you see walking downtown Portland? Back then, maybe 1 or 2 all day long.
Yeah,
It
when
has
We had
improved.
one person come to our high school and he was a celebrity. And then he left and another one came in. But that's how I grew up.
I was asking you how many people work down here, but really, how many were, compared to now,
Hi there. This is about
many
the
were you really
demonstration that you see.
even seeing walk
Thank you.
around downtown?
That's how we gotta do this. This is about the demonstration you're seeing when they look at the signs and the vigil.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh yeah, you can put them on the vigil too.
Yeah, they're up there.
I gave Barry some to take to Szymanski.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So they're going back to Szymanski. Ah, we should have given him half of them.
Yeah, I went up there to,
So,
or you might go up there,
really?
but it's more money for parking.
Yeah. But I could just park, you know, like the plan was. I have money for parking in a garage all day, so
Oh,
I think I'll go ahead and Actually, how am I gonna? No, the problem is that I've got to charge the hotspot still. Wow.
Wow, that's a record.
I hope you guys are on multiple channels because I'm certain that opdxlive.org, or I know that Jesse Haddon on
Oh,
Ustream.
I'm supposed to do this with my...
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna look at the
Oh, I
chat
can't
room.
do it. How come it's not? Oh. Oh, there we go. No?
Joe's looking at the chat room right now.
Maybe I'm going backwards.
If you scroll up with your finger, you'll see the most recent.
Oh, okay. Well, it won't go up.
Let me see here. What do we got? You're back. Yeah. So Jesse is up at ustream.tv, and I believe instead of /channel, he's actually /Jesse Haddon, but you can check both. JESSEHADDEN. And we also have opdxlive.org. What we're doing you see every day. But not that we don't appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for caring about this vigil.
So how do
you want to check out the vigil a little bit? Yeah, you got it. You got it. Let's go up there. Here, I'll film you. All right.
Okay.
End of Joe TV and more Joe on cam. So we also have the green box. Oh yay! We also have the green box. There it is, the infamous green box.
And the infamous coffee mug in Mary's hand.
Yes, always. So some of the signage came down because it was just secured with some tape, and the wind is blowing. But it was pretty impressive. And here we have...
Yeah, the colonel came down and put it back together.
Put what? Oh, the vigil.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's see, what do we have here? Banks took our money.
And have they seen the...
Pay back.
Yeah, the stickers.
And...
An Occupy sticker for your car.
Oh, you know, I think I would like this because I am attempting to make...
Attempting or attempting?
a stamp. So,
God.
and we have our First Amendment for, you know, maybe we should give one of these to City Hall. Help them out. So, I want to call attention to some articles in the paper.
Have they seen the diorama?
Because you... Oh, yeah, except we can't see the signs because they're blown over, and I kind of want to fix them.
Oh, okay.
Here. Here's the camera, and I will see if I can find some tape right now.
Oh.
Someone came in with a lot of roses. It sure
Yeah.
smells nice.
Wow.
This is not our usual vigil table. Something special today.
And your vase fell over. Oh no.
Where is it? Oh, geez. Yeah, I told him that it couldn't be right there, but...
So it needs more water. Oh.
It's got quite a bit.
Oh, it's got wax in there.
Yeah,
Pretty smart.
someone did not know that it was a vase and used it for a candle holder, which is fine. So yeah, we'll get to Jimmy's diorama. I think you guys, so the diorama is actually already covered very well on visualtv.com if you want to take a look. We have a YouTube archive of our Ustream, and in addition, there is a abridged version of that for quick reference. So the video that you're looking for is Jimmy Rocks the Diorama, and there's several videos before and after where people, including him, explain it. So.
Oh, good.
So yeah, but we'll take another look at it now because.
Look at that.
So,
Oops, we have a sign that is, who knows? Oh well. Oh, I know, it's coming off the back of the fireplace. Yeah, I was speaking to that earlier about the, oh, well, I guess I can, ooh. Restricts use in pedestrian use zones. We are outside the zone curb to 8 feet 80. We are not camping. This is a protest. Oops. It's not a game, it's justice. Oh yeah, sweet. Oh, Mary really gets into those signs.
What's that?
Thankfully.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I don't know.
You said Mary
Have to
gets
look
into-
it up.
No, come on, Joe. Paranoid.
Here's another Yuri.
Oh yeah, the help me please.
We've got
Okay, so we're ready to take a look at the diorama, I think, and the new edition, which is the explanation. Jimmy is outlining the differences for City Hall so they can understand. Why don't we start with the middle and the sign above it?
oh,
Here we go. Camping. As you can see, there's nature, trees, campfires, sleeping bags, tents, and there's little people in a tent, and there's a little campfire. Can you see that? It's beautiful. Aw. Oh, that's great. Sleeping's okay. Sleeping bags, tents. That's if you're camping.
then we
And now
got
here we have living on the streets. Sleeping is not okay. So we keep this area clear, except people must squeeze in this little area by the curb. Cars get a lot of room, and sleeping is not okay, apparently, because people are, through the camping ban, being awakened and forced to leave. There are things stolen, including sleeping bags, even in the rain. So that's the camping ban, using camping law on people who are forced to live outside. Which actually, thank you, was it Nick Fish who mentioned how wrong that is when he said, "It is my belief that we need to relax some of the rules for people who have no alternative but to sleep outside." He said that in 2009. That's great. Glad he said that.
great
Anyway.
diorama.
So what do we have? City Hall, right there. Jimmy apologized for it to being so shabby. City Hall so shabby. Here's some mailboxes. And this is
no, those are the newspaper boxes.
newspaper boxes. And here's some people sleeping on the street. And look, there's the vigil table, which we're in right now. And here's some little signs.
And if you'll see, those newspapers are correctly color coded. If you come down,
Oh my goodness, that's terrific. So what else we got?
and he's got
this
little
is
signs
a protest.
against
There's
the
trees.
signs against the wall in
Uh,
protest. Signs.
Let's see, peace and love.
Free Mumia.
Mumia?
Mama, or however
I
you
can't see it. But that one says First Amendment and End the Fed.
in the bed.
Those are protest signs. And then what else we have? Yeah, we have the garden. That garden, which I was able to show the City Hall gardener. That was pretty cool.
The moss
So-
there.
so-
It's
so
represented
to
in
re-
moss, and
to
here it
re-
is here. That beautiful.
To recap, there's a difference between camping. Although there is trees and sleeping bags, it's in nature. And as Jimmy said, people probably want to be there. Whereas this is called living on the street. People are in sleeping bags and there's trees, so we can avoid some confusion if we tell you that this is living on the street over here. And the people probably don't want to be here, and they're probably not having a good time. And here is our protest at City Hall, where people are sleeping at the curb in protest of the camping ban. And they have signs because they're protesters, and protesters often have signs.
Yes.
So that was what he presented, and the city of Portland, portlandonline.gov or no .com, has an archive of city council, and this last Wednesday you can actually review the beginning of the city council where Jimmy made that speech with his diorama and explained to City Hall. It was awesome.
And here, beyond the garden is Wells Fargo. Yeah.
I have some really good news. This is all charged up. So you need to put it in your pocket and you'll have better reception. Just don't press that little button on the surface.
Don't do what?
Don't press the little tiny button by the lights. If you stick it in your pocket, it won't.
Okay. Important thing about this is, I know, but can't smoke down here. Oh, well, looks like they took out another box, maybe. A Tribune box. They are getting the point. Which is what? Which is make way for more campers that represent themselves rather than, I mean, they don't have personal representatives down here with these boxes. When we say something, we're here to discuss it.
That's right. People should come down. People should come down and have a talk with us about the camping ban.
Yeah, Carl's taking a look at the free newspapers, and he's given up on the Northwest Examiner, but he's wrong.
I'm checking up on
Hey, those look really nice and dry in those
how many
structures.
people
Yes.
volunteer to help the homeless for free on
Right.
Sunday,
I don't
like
know.
I do.
I don't know. Are you at Picnic in the Park?
Yep.
Is that
Potluck.
Potluck in the park.
Potluck in the park.
Yeah.
I got put in the paper back in July. I worked there about 5 to 6 years. And I knew Dave when he started in 91 up on Salmon Street. And when he started on Salmon Street in 91, I was almost the first one to get fed by him, along with Mary came along 4 or 5 years later and started helping. And we get more volunteers, and we get some of these volunteers come in and help full time. We like to get part-time volunteers to help. We feed 700 people last week on Sunday. It was 775 people, you know, going hungry out on the street and everything else. We love it. Give people food. They need food. Just not let the family take their kids and let them go hungry
Right.
on weekends.
That's beautiful. Now I understand that food is plentiful in Portland, except the weekends are a little bare. So this is fulfilling a great need. Mary is a friend of mine. She and I don't know that I volunteer here. She volunteers. I knew that she volunteers there, but she doesn't know I'm here.
Maybe you could come down
Mary.
and spoon some up for us.
Mary volunteered a little.
Just take
heavy
an hour.
sometimes.
On Sundays.
We're
If
here.
I could come on a
Do you mind?
Sorry. We just need to get
Oh.
to the parking.
Oh.
That's okay.
Wow, you were looking at us like
I hate that
like
you
we were
haven't
really
talked to us about
interesting.
the camping ban. We were
They don't
passing out
need
flyers
pictures
all
on
over
camera.
us.
We don't need pictures on the camera.
We all need that, don't we? Depends on who's taking it.
Well, let's see.
This is a Vigil TV, right?
Yeah, vigiltv.com, in fact. Do you guys want one of these?
Oh, sure.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Mary wrote it. This is Mary. Here's our. Here's our.
No problem. Yeah, I just make stuff up.
No problem.
Like, hey, I have an idea. Let's do a flyer. I had that idea yesterday, so I just wrote one up.
See, I'm really Dave, right hand man. He's my left hand man. I stay there till when they end, when everybody leaves, and I don't leave at like 10, 11, or 12 o'clock at night. And I help them clean up and everything.
That's great.
And
I gotta eat.
and I
I'll be
knew
right back.
Dave over 20 some years.
That's a long time. Has
Oh.
it been that long?
20. Oh yeah. We're going down this way and talk to the crew. Yes, this is our kitchen over here. The top of the boxes. Today we have grapes, big ones. Big grapes. Ooh, look at that. Why, that could be some artist. Let me try. Yep, that's the way we do it on the street. Did you see that? Would you like to see that again? Here. Boom, got it. I think I just made it really more artsy, don't you? Well, maybe not. We have a wipes light. No, that's sugar-free, so it's not the towelette I'm thinking it is. Right? Most of them sugar-free. This one's, well, yeah, anybody can have that. There you go. Gee, we thought that was a done deal, didn't we? Oops. Beers, I don't know. Well, this is Travis's. Our friend brought some more handy wipes. Police got ours the other day. There's John. He's one mean. Look at him. He's just another sergeant at arms we have here. Well, please, could you give us something Zen-like? Oh, he knows. He's been
Do you
lights.
have the chalk?
Nobody can find it.
We need.
Look at this. Mary's gonna show us.
It's a banana. Thanks for asking. Nobody can find the chalk.
Unless somebody walked off with it. I remember seeing the back of the business the other day.
Here's some. This is where 99 hangs out. Shh. What? Really?
Yeah, it's in really good shape. And I don't see why we should let it go. I don't know when. So that's an example of
You're being recorded.
Hello world.
There we go. You got it from the ground level. We've retaken this park here.
I hope so.
Right down to the grading. See? Doesn't mean they can't come and take it back, but
I love his practical way of thinking. You go around and say, oh, nice it all the time.
you're being recorded.
I know. Hey, peace. Hey, we've had a very good day today with an awesome demonstration. It's been a good day and a fun one. Welcome to Portland, Oregon, Occupy Portland demonstration and celebration.
And
Hello, are you going to give something? Hello. He's very
he says it
demonstrative
with
today.
his smile.
Smile, you're on camera.
Here, will you do it?
Why?
Well, 'cause I'm not doing it right. I'm going up to people who won't dance for me.
I know.
Let's see.
Josh and I have a
Nothing,
show.
see?
People.
Nothing.
Josh and I have a show about me talking too much and waiting for him to talk at the same time.
Oh, we got a book yet
It's called
from
the Josh and Mary Show.
We got a book
multiple
yet,
episodes
Joe,
on YouTube.
from Mayor for his history about the homeless people.
Awesome.
We
I'm-
need the book
I'm-
from
I'm-
Mayor.
I want somebody to dance.
We need a book from the mayor in City Hall. The one in charge.
You're not
We
a
need that book for
you're not a Leo, are you?
the homeless people and him talking about over the last 6 months and so. We need to get that together someday.
Well,
And some people looking for that book.
you're not a Leo, are you?
Did you write a book?
No, we get that book free. I think we should get it free. Time we sitting in the front of the city hall.
Anyway, I called him back and says, excuse me,
This
but my
is
copy has been
something-
stolen. I want to return it. And so
What
they,
was their response?
well, they says, well, we have it over on Second or Front, or no, over at what was once Front, whatever it is in Columbia. And at the time I'm kind of tired, and I says, I don't remember where Columbia is. Well, we'll meet you over at Salmon Street Springs. I says, yeah, I know where that's at. So I walked on over there and waited for a time, and nobody shows up. So I call them up and say, well, there's nobody here. Oh, they'll be along pretty soon. I says, okay, because I really would like to have my stolen stuff returned to me.
And
They said it'll be there. They didn't say anything in response to it being stolen.
did they come and give you your things?
And then it says you have to keep it with you at all times, even though it says 24 hours.
Okay.
When I saw this, I knew the deputy was talking about.
Do you want to do it, John? You got your picture on there. Oh, don't press over there. Just right here.
When I asked you to
I'll
hold
hold
the
on to
camera,
it here.
it's because 99
There. Thank you. Now I can smoke.
Well, actually, that moment I was.
And I was doing the best I could, but then I had to go to the bathroom real bad.
Okay, but I don't think that you're a tool. I was just asking a friend.
Right, and I did what I could until I had to go to the bathroom very, very bad. And then I
Okay.
said, hey, I need some help here, because
Well,
I got to run and use the
I was
bathroom.
just shocked when I heard you say that I thought you were a tool, because that's not what I meant by that. I was just in a rush because
Right.
the cops were
You needed help.
bringing, the city attorney over.
And they stayed as long as I could.
Appreciate that. No, I'm glad.
Okay.
We caught that on film thanks to you. So, did you notice that the police would not allow us to have the conversation within camera range?
Yeah, and then we know why. Because they're doing criminal activity.
Yes, they are. So this particular thing, what you have in your hand, an example of another criminal activity, that is federally upheld rights property that cannot be taken from you. The procedure, apparently, if there is a health risk or health or safety risk, like on the caliber of disease or bomb, that kind of risk.
But they were worried they should wait there, and then when I come back, I could show them what's inside.
Right. Well, anyway, now I told the officer that, and he said, "No, that's L.A., where they were throwing it away." And what the difficulty that
L.A. was throwing away.
he doesn't understand is that no, you don't have a right to search and seizure under the Fourth Amendment. The court said that it was illegal, of course, for them to throw it away, but it wasn't even legal for them to.
Hey,
Yeah.
because that's their
take
property.
that off.
It's stealing. It's taking someone else's property.
So right now, 99 was arrested for them moving our belongings and saying we had to stand next to our belongings. That also is incorrect according to our city code. But the attorney told me that the overall ordinance gives them permission to do what they did, which is that the city engineers looked at this as a traffic block block problem to have everyone here sleeping. And so they rezoned it. But I said, what you're saying is that you rezoned it based on our protest. And he said, well, I didn't say that. And I said, well, we've been the only ones sleeping here since December. It's a protest, and you put it up in the middle of this protest. So don't put Donna on camera. She prefers not to be on camera.
It's obviously the purpose behind it is to take and challenge it.
Okay, so challenging us is great because when they challenge us, we sue them.
Right.
And 99 has been persecuted by Officer Palmer in particular a second time, and arrested but let go after he'd already served. And they sent him to community court where he'll just get processed. He won't get a trial. He won't get any real, you know. So we have to stop that. But if he is given community service, somehow we have to file a civil suit, you know, take it up to a federal, whatever must be done. Because he's the one who's been with the property that's been stolen.
Right.
Such as that green box. All those 6 green boxes.
Right.
So we have one of the green boxes back.
Oh, you had all of them out there then?
Not currently, but we're regrouping to see what we can do. One thought was getting storage, a storage unit. My desire is to raise money for a cart that will fit on the sidewalk and can be towed.
Why?
We need 1,000-pound load at least.
Nuts?
You can also put personal possessions on top and net it down and secure it at night. But the idea is we put the carts on it at night, and then during the day we take it and we park it for free on the other side of the road. And they can be on the curb. They are signed. They will still allow people to get freely out of the car, just as those newspaper boxes. But the fact that the city rezoned this block in response to a protest, when this is exactly where we need to be, is in that zone in front of City Hall to petition for redress of our grievances, is a lawsuit. And I've been getting more active.
Well, I can do more now since I'm not going to Montana.
You're not going to Montana?
He didn't show up.
So where is James?
I don't know where he is.
I'm very concerned about him.
I'm thinking he might be in the hospital, but I have no way to get a hold of him. I tried calling that number and got nowhere.
Got nowhere.
No. They wouldn't even give me any information anyway, even if they had, maybe he's using a pseudonym. Or whatever the score is, I'm not going anywhere with it. So,
I'm very concerned about him.
yeah, even if I went up there, I
I'm
don't
sorry
think
that you weren't able to go to Montana.
it sucks, but I'll
Yeah.
wait and see what happens.
Yeah, so yeah, we need to find our friend James.
Yep. I'll do what I can now because I don't really have a commitment to go to Montana.
Okay, so we had meetings twice a week. We may start those up again, or maybe they're continuing. I just didn't know. But what we were doing is getting the city code, understanding what it actually says, and when the cops come and harass us for following the code, then we argue with them on Ustream and document the harassment. And 99 this time refused to follow this order because he said it's not a lawful order.
It's illegal.
And Palmer chose to arrest him because 90 said, arrest me then, because he threatened him.
I would have pamphlets that have that information on saying, give it to them and have my own saying, this shows you are in illegal activity. And they can do whatever they want with their piece, but I still have my piece.
That's a good idea. We do have the capacity to print those now. So
This is a suggestion.
I like that suggestion. I think we know various ordinances and how they work right now. This is the pedestrian use zone. This is outside the pedestrian use zone. And apparently they zoned a portion in between those two sides as pedestrian use zone. But I don't believe that that's legal.
They did the whole other
yeah,
side. And
yeah.
we were parked in between,
8
Correct.
feet,
and they got on us on
and
a
they
case
call
about
it
it.
9. They put a foot more on. It's only supposed to be 8 feet.
Well, we
It's
probably
supposed to be 8 feet. They had a foot on to
well
make it 9.
we've chosen this guideline because it's easy, but you could probably be a foot over. So on this area, we are actually able to be. You can have a structure, you can have bedding.
you know, all of these, you don't have to have your possessions right beside you if you're in this area.
Right.
Now they say that we do, and we have to constantly say that city code says in the pedestrian use zone.
Right.
It specifies.
Right.
So that is in the purple notebook
Right.
for everyone to familiarize themselves.
And we all had a piece, like a
Yeah, but
paper.
first you need to look at the notebook of that. The other thing is the camping ban does not apply to a protest. We are not here for a temporary place to live.
Right.
We have never said that we are camping. We've said that we're sleeping as demonstrators.
Right.
And we're not here to live, because as 99 pointed out to the paper, there's no bathroom or shower. He wouldn't choose this place to live.
Right. I wouldn't either. I don't have privacy.
Right.
You can always find a bathroom, a shower.
I know, but the point of it is in representing ourselves. There's no bathrooms here.
There's always find a bathroom,
I
shower.
know.
There's enough shower, there's enough truck stop.
I know. Nobody understands.
I'm going after where we can sleep and where we can't sleep.
That's a problem. We're going to fight about it.
I don't want any problems, any arguments. You want to keep this going, or you want to shut it down?
Huh?
You want to keep that going, or shut it down?
Sure, sure. Who do we have here?
No, I can't read any
Hi.
of these last
KMT saying horse cops flanking. And he was arrested? When did that happen?
Today?
Is there gonna have to... Is there... You're gonna have to sub... Okay, I don't know what this is. You're gonna have to sub. However, so John was holding the camera. I'll show John about this live stream. Can you read that print?
No, we'll see. We can go to
Okay. Well, let me just tell you that if you're able to read the print, what we do is we read it out loud as it pops up and answer their questions, and then you just scroll up to see the latest one. They're talking to us. That's Fuzzit. Fuzzit's the guy who bought us a pizza. I keep forgetting what state. I know that you're in the middle of the United States, but I keep going between Chicago and Texas. I can't remember. So embarrassed. I'm sorry, Fuzzit. So there was more that I was going to show you. Because you're here, I wanted to show you that we were in the paper. What you're doing right now, watching Vigil TV, that was, thank you. That was on the paper today. Saturday's Oregonian, possibly the Sunday early edition if you're in downtown Portland. But it's also on the front of OregonLive.com, which is the Oregonian online. And as you'll see, here's 99. Keep vigil over a vigil at Portland City Hall. Vigil TV's crew includes a man who identifies himself only as 99, as in the 99%. He is frequently at City Hall. I said Shitty Hall like he does. He is frequently at City Hall shooting phone videos. An activist records the going on at long-running anti-camping law protest. Now, one of the significant things about this article is the fact that it was inside the paper, if you happen to be in downtown Portland. On the front was another slam on Occupy, so I think that that's how they do things, because we got a very nice article for Vigil TV. So apparently they had to balance it out by putting on the front page this article that says that, yeah, we're doing good work, but only the people who split off from Occupy don't call themselves Occupy, and how we're so ineffective, etc., etc. Even though they had a picture of Charles at the office where actual, Occupy things are coordinated Now, we are reaching out by changing up the spokes council to enable more participation in the larger justice and peace community, which was with us today. It was a big honor. What Jimmy spoke at, if you were watching earlier, that was a big honor to be part of, and to have it say Occupy Portland, not Afghanistan. It's kind of the end of being treated as a, well, I don't really want to say the whole thing about stepchild. I don't like that expression. But you know what I'm saying. It's the end of that era. So anyway, so here's the article. My mom will be happy. There I am with a rose, probably tweeting. There's the vigil. Vigil TV. Videos recording conversations involving Occupy Portland protesters and homeless people in downtown Portland. Website, vigiltv.com. Some videos contain strong language. opdxvigiltv@gmail.com. And then my caption here says, Mary Nichols has been downtown almost daily ever since Occupy Portland started to advocate for homeless people via Vigil TV. Now, that is not correct. I and 99 told them that 99 had been down here almost every day. So apologize for that. I have moved to doing a lot of work at home, this video and so forth. So let me 99 was arrested and let go, Steve. So I'll tell you that story. Actually, first of all, why don't you go check out the video, because on vigiltv.com you can see the highlights section for YouTube, and on the highlights section is a video that says 99 arrested. He was immediately released. He's being harassed by Officer Palmater. We have videos of that, so you can look at the OPDX Vigil TV on YouTube, and which we've taken from Ustream. There's 2 YouTube channels, so if it's not on the highlights one, which is likely because I'm not caught up, I'm kind of backlogged, it'll be on the other one. And you just look for police, the word police, or officer, or something like that, cops, and you'll see the multitude of harassment occasions. But 99 is getting that very prejudicial treatment from Officer Palmater. There's one called Weird Behavior of Officer Palmater, where they describe some of the things that he said, like, what about my freedom of speech? His response to him trying to take our signs. Anyway, it's very strange, very unprofessional. And he arrested 99. Now 99 has to go to community court, where they just catch and throw people into work. They don't actually give a real trial. It's a kangaroo court. It's an industry of using houseless people by making up rules as they go along that target them where they're powerless to fight very often. There's such a disadvantage by some of the things that happen to them in this process that it's very difficult to just fight your way to not having to do community service for something that you should be found innocent of. Anyway, that is something that we're going to change. We're not standing for this. And so that's the deal about 99's arrest. But back to the article. City Hall Watch. Find the latest City Hall news at Oregon Live. You could also follow us. Okay, let's see. So this article is quite long. It continues on E4, it says. Let's see here. Mary Nichols stayed awake every other night for 5 months to guard Occupy Portland protesters sleeping on the curb in front of City Hall. And by the way, this was supposed to be about Vigil TV, but the editor changed it to being about me, so that's embarrassing, but whatever. Still, it gives a lot of good info. Protesters hunkered down in front of the building at 1221 Southwest 4th Avenue last December 1st with plans of holding a vigil until the city's anti-camping ordinance is lifted. Nichols, 42, of Happy Valley, has kept vigil over the vigil. She and other demonstrators have created an internet show, Vigil TV, for which they record a variety of conversations, including police officers asking protest and homeless people to move off the curb in front of City Hall. Police ask protesters to leave because of the anti-camping ordinance. Nichols said police arrest people and seize property such as blankets, which can be dangerous for protesters and homeless people on cold nights. By the way, every time you see the separation of protesters and homeless people, I didn't say it that way. The protesters, half of us are homeless, so whatever. Last winter was difficult, she said. I actually swept snow off people, Nichols said. She said other protesters are not camping and have a right to be there. City code defines camping as setting up or remaining in or at a campsite for the purpose of establishing a temporary place to live. If I remember the ordinance, I'm turning the paper. Hey, Josh. I was complaining about the front page of the Oregonian, saying that that's probably what they felt they had to do because they wrote a nice article about the vigil. E4. Where are we? Vigil. Yeah, temporary place to live. The law doesn't make sense to Nichols' friend and Vigil TV co-host 99, who would not identify himself other than by a nickname from a sticker saying he is part of the 99%. I would not be here to live, said 99, gesturing toward the curb. There's no bathroom facilities, no shower facilities. Portland Police spokesman Lieutenant Robert King said officers aim to uphold the constitutional rights of all people. Quote, in cases where people violate the law and violate city ordinances, our offices, in cooperation with other City Hall offices, will take the appropriate action, King said. Occupy volunteer Jimmy spoke out against the anti-camping ordinance October 3rd before Portland City Council. Tardy supports Vigil TV. I think it's been pretty good as far as keeping people motivated and helping to tell the real story of what's going on in regards to the cops and homeless people in the city, Tardy said. Nichols and 99, part of a 6-person Vigil TV crew, one of which you will see right here, Josh, not only stand guard, but also record the stories of homeless people to raise awareness about the issues they face. Nichols said homelessness often occurs when people have no support network. Without a home, people end up in situations where they are at risk of rape, other forms of violence, and incarceration. The stories are there so people can learn how this happened, who it's happened to, and how the system works against them. Can you help me? I'm sorry. Not good foresight on my part. I can put it under my foot. Okay. Nichols is not homeless. She is an activist. By far my least favorite line. Oh well. She and her husband agreed that he would work so she could pursue their dream of supporting people seeking to uphold their civil rights, including the rights of homeless people. She uses the term houseless because she said homeless can be construed as a slur. This is a civil rights movement where houseless people all over the country are rising up to say their rights are being violated, Nichols said. Nichols said Vigil TV is a unique approach to addressing civil rights issues. With the help of friends and donations, she purchased a mobile internet hotspot for Vigil TV. Thank you, you guys. That was you guys. She and other supporters use cell phones to stream videos on Ustream, download the raw videos, and upload them on a YouTube channel. They put a second, shorter version of the best videos on YouTube. Occupy Portland also rebroadcasts the videos, which is opdxlive.org and Occupy P-Town on livestream.com. Nichols next plans to raise funds to maintain the $50 per month hotspot, and she is seeking editing software. That's Prism, by the way. Anyway, she would like to inspire homeless people to create similar shows. More people need to be fighting for their rights, she said. And I'd just like to add what I meant by inspire is that we could probably set other people up with what we're doing here. This hotspot is a great deal. $50 down, $50 a month, unlimited internet. You don't even have to have an unlocked phone service, internet service on your phone. You just have to have a really good Android. I'm finding the iPhone isn't sufficient. This is a Samsung Galaxy S2, but I believe that we can probably get one pretty cheap. Anyway, not for us, but if we can get a partnership going with somewhere like Right to Dream 2, or some other place where people have organized way of passing that between them, I would certainly help them set up YouTube or websites or anything like that, because we really need to record what is taking place on the streets. Well, if you think what's bad at the vigil as far as the camping ban, you should see what happens when they start clearing people out from under bridges in the rain, and fencing those bridges off. So interview with John, which is recent, on YouTube. Was it him or? Anyway, one of the recent interviews, a guy was saying, it was John, why would they clear us out from under bridges? They're obviously not wanting to see us. So why take people out from like one of the only places that's dry where you're not really visible? But that is why I put the flyer out that suggested that instead organizations come and be ready for the people who are standing up for their civil rights. So we got some more people talking. Let's see. Well, Fuzzy, but he said a lot of cool things. Oh, live streamer, LSer. Gotcha. What do we got? I'm going back. Do we know anything about how the march went beyond here? We're gonna have to tune in later. Because KMT said that the horse cops were flanking the march. That's all I know. Fuzzy, you've been watching the other channels live stream. Can you give us an update on how the march went? If there was any police problems or, well, police problems. Anyway, so Fuzzy said to us, did I hear 99 was arrested? So I explained the catch and release and the community court BS there. And gave the address. Let's see. Internet show, more like a revelation of fact. Thank you. Fact and personal stories of their truths. You're making an impact. Cheers to all folks at Portland. You'll be on OPN Monday. What day is today? Saturday. So 6th. I will not, but I might be on the 11th. So wherever you got that information, I really need to know, because I think I'll have to call them if it's coming from them, because that wasn't my understanding. And so I'll be in touch. But yeah, I will be on OPN. And I really appreciate those people. Other Possibilities Network, which Rise procasts. Have you seen them? OPN? I'll be doing a show about Vigil TV. I'll be doing a interview or something like that. Not really sure. But it was really an honor. I love those folks. Anyway, so the front page of the Oregonian had Charles in the office, which is a great picture, and I was so excited. And then I read the article. I was really angry. Did you read the Oregonian article? No? This one? No. The other one. Front page. Yeah. So the usual people were talking about the steam is lost and everybody's breaking off into their own groups and doing these great things under a different name, and
I've been hearing that this morning about Fruit People.
Yeah. Yeah, it was it was really a slap in the face. I mean, I don't understand why people who are claiming to have split off from Occupy and no longer using Occupy as a name would be talking about Occupy for the paper. Why not ask somebody who is saying that they're part of Occupy Portland to find out what's going on? Say, like the information team. I have no idea what's going on yet, so I can't really speculate, but that is on OregonLive.com too, and maybe you could give me your impressions, especially if you're from out of town and involved in Occupy. Hint. So Steve, if you're willing, we would really love it if you would go to OregonLive.com and check out that article as well. I couldn't read that if I wanted to. I'll get so angry. We got articles over here too. Oh no, it's a yoga. Yoga. You know, I met the Shower of the People guy. I put a link on vigiltv.com. I checked in on Facebook to make sure it was okay, but Shower of the People was happy that we put a link to him on vigiltv.com. I was like, I'm not going to get you in political trouble, am I? Because he has to stay so apolitical. But Shower to the People is a van that pulls up 4 times a week to let people have showers and hygiene products and underwear. It's a godsend. It's just a little independent. It's the coolest thing ever. People are so grateful for that. I've seen people tear up when they talk about it. Okay, Jesse's live. Trying to catch up. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fuzzy, for finding out. So he's going to check the OPN schedule and make sure I'm not Monday. I believe they have a full book on Monday. But then Jesse Haddon has his channel, Trying to Catch Up. Is he trying to catch up to the march, or are you trying to catch up to live streams coverage? All right. What's new at the vigil? Look at all these flowers. Somebody just gave us all these roses. These are the Alstroemeria that will last 3 weeks if kept correctly. I have twice this number at my house, so that when these wilt, they wilt. I'll just keep bringing them every week. My grandmother got some from me, and she... Oh, Shower to the People. Hey, can I just give you the website? It's showertothepeople.org. How's that, Fuzzy? Tell me again what state you're in. Do you remember? Is it Texas? Okay, good. Because I've been saying it's either Chicago or Texas. So, okay, we'll go with Texas. Did anybody watch our coverage of Jimmy rocking the diorama for City Hall? It's so funny. It's very poignant, but it's also hysterical. So you guys got to see that. That is on the larger YouTube channel, the one that's OPDX Vigil TV. The highlights channel is Occupy Vigil TV, which has 99's arrest. But yeah, so Angela was there to record, which is really fortunate. But her phone only records 30-second increments. So I had to lace them together and figure out how to do that, because the files were needing conversion and all sorts of stuff. But I put portions of it, not all of it. I guess Ardana called the police for Troy in City Hall. But the reason that I didn't put the complete video of his arrest is because Angela called Donna a bitch. I thought she was talking about ours. I was like, oh my God. So I was so concerned that I didn't include the entire video. Let's see. This is cool. Oh, cut and paste from PDX Live. I love that there are this many people in the streets right now. Thanks for making my day. Thanks for showing me that. That really tells me what's happening, which is all is great. Wish I was there. All right, so I'm going to turn back on.